Gamer Joanna here, giving you a few quick matches with me, breaking them down with how the thought process I go through when I play certain characters in Naruto Shippuden. So hopefully it can help you also get better if you come across some of these problems when you're playing. So let's go on and get into this match here that I have against Sasuke user. One of the things when you're playing against Sasuke, you don't want to really give him too much space, because when you give him space, he can sit back all day and spam you with his fireball jutsu. And when you get in close, you don't want to really give him any breathing room, because if you do, he could probably still spam you with his Chidori. And the thing is, when you get in on a Sasuke, also be careful, because they like to use mostly close combat people to help counter to help balance him out, since most of his attacks are long range. As you can see, he's spamming his fireball jutsu. One thing is, when you're playing against a Sasuke player, most people like to use people who can attack you multiple times when you're up close on them. My main strategy is to keep Lady Chiyo on me, because she can also attack multiple times, but her puppets also stretch out. So to kind of chase him down, either making him back away from you or making him block long enough where you give you some time to recover, as you can see right now. She's a very good attack and defense type person. But one thing is, if you're gonna try to play the long range battle with Sasuke, try to keep a character who can quickly poison him. That way, if you wanna play the long distance game like he's doing, you can do that, because he's going to ultimately keep taking damage from you being far range with your support characters, throwing kunai like I'm doing with Shino and Lady Chiyo. As you can see, when I throw, he automatically gets poisoned. Right here I made a grave mistake. I should have kept Chiyo or Shino, one of those two, put away, so when I did attack, and my attack string ended, I could have somebody guarding my back, so I could just go back in and attack him again, hopefully breaking his guard. And as you can see right here, he starts actually getting kind of desperate, because he's down on life a lot. My suggestion is, when they get down on life and start making those mistakes, just keep the distance on them. That way they have to come to you, and they'll make more mistakes trying to get to you than you would trying to get to them. This match wrapping up right here, he made several grave mistakes by trying to attack, thinking I was going to run in on him, attack, and I ended up finishing him off with my ultimate jutsu. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the first battle I had. Waiting for my score to... I didn't do too bad, I got an S, but I felt I could have done a little bit better. But when you're fighting the Sasuke, try to keep a long range support character and a close range support character on hand, or two balances. This next matchup I'm going into, it's me versus a Mizukage. I'm using Tenten and Lady Chiyo. Lady Chiyo will always be on my team. Tenten, I keep her on, so when I get my support character gauge up, it'd be very easy for me to throw kunai with chakra. And it also kind of keeps him at bay a little bit when she throws out her explosive kunai bombs. As you can see right now, he's just running around the screen trying to find his way in. One mistake that he's making is that he's using his support characters before he can even get in. I use mine to keep him out, because one of the problems is when you have the fourth Hokage all up in your shit, he can be very troublesome. His problem is he's throwing out random attacks, and when you see somebody do that from behind, it's always good to throw out a support character. That way that they'll be cautious before they even think about attacking you. Once again, he made a grave mistake trying to use his support characters before he even had it, before they was even needed. So that's just pretty much a waste of his support character. Right here, I'm so glad that Tenten came, because I was trying to extend my block string, my attack string, as long as I possibly could, hopefully to break his shield. And if I didn't, I would have been in trouble, because, well, at the end of that, I would have been open for him to attack. And one of the things is when you're fighting the fourth Hokage, it's kind of hard to substitute jutsu out of his block string. One problem I see with him is right now, he's pretty much wasting his support characters before he can even use them. I keep Tenten on my team for the simple fact that she sets up a sort of barrier to keep them out, and if they get in, I can pretty much try to attack them into one of Tenten's explosive kunai bombs. Once again, he wastes his support character before he could even use them, and he's trying to rush in with his Rasengan, which is very, very stupid. He did get a good attacking on me, but right here, I was able to keep him blocked long enough to where I could grab him and at least try to even the deficit back up, which I just did. And yeah, and I threw out Tenten's kunai bombs once again just to make him back up a little bit. So right now, since I have the lead and my support characters are both pretty much balanced, I could sit back all day and I could throw kunais at him. But right here, I forgot about his support characters 1 quick second, and he capitalized by getting Itachi to hit me. Right there, I think that was a very dumb use of that Sasuke, and right there was a very dumb use of his tag team, well, his assist ultimate jutsu. I do give him credit for backing up when he did. If he didn't, I probably would have grabbed him. But as you can see right here, he's just desperately trying to get that team combo, the team ultimate jutsu in, which is very foolish on his part because of the simple fact I'm not giving him the opportunity to get it up. Right there, he was about to try to dash in on me, but Tenten thankfully did what she did. Right here, I'm still in the lead, but I think he's trying to play very aggressively, and I'm not really giving him the chance to get in. Right here, I was thinking about letting him complete his block string for the simple fact is that if I did, then I would have been able to activate my awakening, which would have been able to kill him easily. But as you can see right here, he activated his awakening. And one thing I hate about fighting the fourth Hokage is he's the same as Guy Sensei with the ability to teleport right behind you. But also, thanks to Tenten, I won the match because he attacked and ran right into her kunai bombs. And at the end of this one, I was able to win. So one thing is when you're fighting the fourth Hokage, try to keep your distance away from him. Let him try to come to you. It's also nice to keep support characters who can attack long range. Right here you'll see I'm fighting a Lady Chiyo, who's a veteran advisor. One of the main strategies is when you're fighting one of the 3 puppet people, Lady Chiyo, her grandson, and that I can't remember his name right now, but it's Gar's big brother. Do your best to find a way around their puppets. Because once you find a way around their puppets, by any means, you're in on them. Right here, I made a mistake by actually going up to the puppets instead of trying to make my way around them. But one surefire way that I found to get around the puppet is when they're close up to you, jump and throw some kunai around them. That's easy, small amount of damage right there. But one thing this player did was kept his he kept his puppets close to me as possible before I can even get in on them. But in this situation, I went back to Shino because of the simple fact is their flower bombs, they leave a trail of explosions. And with the simple fact is wherever you're at on the screen, if you summon Shino and you move to a different part of the screen, the puppets are going to automatically focus up on you, which would give Shino the perfect opportunity to attack. I don't know, I made a grave mistake, but I ended up getting in on her anyway because she wasn't blocking, because she didn't have the puppets. but once you get in on them, it's easy damage all the way. Uh, I backed up. I backed up away from her because of the fact both her support characters were coming back, and right now she's just trying to lay me out. Well, this person's trying to lay me out with by throwing kunai and whatnot. But in these kind of situations where it comes down to the layman, I like to keep my Shino because of the simple fact the poison will just slowly eat away at their health. And right now I'm in the lead, and she's slowly losing health because of the poison, as you can see. Once I get in close on those puppet type character, no matter if they're using theirs or not, I like to just throw out both my support characters for the easy damage. Right here I end up getting attacked by a team by Assist Ultimate Special. It actually worked out best in my favor because the simple fact is all I have to do is Awakening, which I'm about to do now, and it's pretty much I can teleport behind her because both her support characters are gone, and there's nothing she can really do with the puppets once I get in on her. All she can do is just teleport behind me, but as you can see, it doesn't really do too much because a good guy can just, if they miss, they can just teleport right behind you again. And as you can see, I end up winning the match with my tactics. I gotta see which. It's not bad, but it's not good. But I end up leveling up to an Anbu Black Op leader. And right here, you'll see I'm fighting a Raijin, one of the top ranks you get before you get what, 1,000,000 BP. And it's against the Sasuke player again. And it's kind of difficult because he's using a Naruto, and Naruto's very fast, and it doesn't take too much for a Naruto to get in on you. All you gotta do is just move or be trying to block. If you're not hitting block when Naruto's up on you, that Rasengan's going to go through. Right now all he's really doing is spamming Chidori, because no matter what I'm doing, if I'm walking up on Sasuke at any time or moving away, his Chidori will automatically beat out whatever I'm doing. So what I'm doing right now is I'm playing this game against him by just wait for him to use his Chidori or his assist, because what he's doing is once I'm in on him and I'm attacking him, he likes to call up his assist to try to fort me, but I'll end up trying to stop my attack string just a little bit before their attacks actually go in. And as you can see right here, I'm just trying to keep him out as much as I possibly can with my Shino and Tintin, for once you're not seeing me with Lady Chio on my team. But he actually gave me the perfect opportunity to attack him, but I think I actually just fell into his trap because I think he's going to try to activate, which at this point I really don't care, because all I gotta do is lame him out, because that's all you really gotta do when you're playing up against the Sasuke players, to lame him out as much as possible. I call out my Tintin to try to give me some support. At this point of the match right here, I'm going to have to pretty much dedicate myself to a full-on out defense if I'm planning on going to win this match. So I activate my Awakening, because one thing is, if you can catch a Sasuke off guard by doing this, one of the moves is when you're a guy and you use your Awakening, try to switch it up by just automatically teleporting after you teleporting, because they're going to be trying to block it. Right here I end up getting hit, and he's going to activate his Awakening, but at this point it really doesn't matter because I pretty much got this match in the bag. And there you go. So when you're playing against a Sasuke, do your best to try to keep him out. Anybody who has those run-up attacks that just beat out whatever you do, just keep him at bay. Try to always have some kind of balanced character on your team who can attack long range but also be good up at close range. I hope you found this video, this commentary helpful.